It is time for another weird but kind of cool build. So this is an Alear hero. So this is the Brave Assist Brave Sword build. Now hero has strength and speed growth. It has a decent amount of both. So it's kind of like a hybrid class with kind of like hybrid bases. Now on Lucina you get speed increase and you will obviously lose a little bit of speed on the Brave Sword even with a weight reducing engraving. But when you quad, you can build up to 4 to 5 bars of meter. Or maybe it's just 4. I think it's like 1 per hit. I don't think kills get you an extra one. I think it's just a specific weapon. But you can also use Folk Vanguard, you can use Javelin. But the idea is it's a sword power speed build that triggers dual assist consistently, while also giving you 2 chain assists, and you're also on a hero. And the Lucina build itself, you can still bond it at 80% effectiveness, which isn't bad. Basically, enemies have, a 1 in 5 chance of actually connecting. So if you just use it to tank like 3, 4, 5 enemies, you usually can have the target tank. You also get this extra range +1 when using all for one, which is kind of neat, kind of nice, but not like huge. But the main thing, you get dual assist, dual supports. So you can kind of be a bruiser. You can also damage boost because you're a Alear. So if a unit doubles near you, they get +6 damage from your own passive. And then if you are within Brave Assist range, you can switch to Javelin to guarantee the Brave Assist. Or alternatively, you can just trigger dual assist, which has a pretty high chance of triggering. So you basically amplify all of your team's damage. You can bonded shield, you can one round pretty consistently. And Alear should be getting an extra point of build soon. So I'll be losing much less speed, but I'm at 28 speed right now, which is decent. So, and obviously I'm going to get speed +5 long term. So here's an example of a position where Pandreo wants to kill a dude, right? Now he can almost kill either of these, right? And he's getting damage boosted by standing next to Alear. Alear could also use bonded shield here if I want to just have these two hold down a front. Now, obviously, I'd want a support with Alear so that when I stand next to her, we get the avoid bonus. So I get avoid bonus from the Sigurd engraving. I get avoid bonus from the dual support, which can be stacked up. But in this case, the dual assist plus will actually come in handy here. It'll give me a chance. Now, obviously, it has to trigger, and then both of the Brave assists have to hit. So here's an example of the damage boost. So you get +6 damage from standing next to Alear when you double, and then you get 10% of whatever the enemy has ×2. So it's quite a lot of damage actually, especially in the late game. So this little combo, this can happen multiple times, right? Like I can have Ivy come in here. She's not fast enough to double this yet, but she could at least go for some chip damage here. And maybe we trigger it again. Yeah, we do. So it's just like a constant source of free damage that can also be a bonded shield, which is pretty useful.
Power blooms in me.
Alright, and then we can have her just do this for fun. Maybe we trigger it a third time.
I'll go first.
We do. This is exactly why this is good. Now this is a low level saline, so she's not going to be hitting very hard. She got some magic. It's a good level up for her. But you get the idea, right? She's actually level 15. So this triggered 3 times and boosted all of these allies' damage just from existing on Lucina, which is, true of any hero. But the other advantage of this build is that it's also a killing build. It's not just a support build. You can also just like drop dudes, and you can equip Javelin as needed. The Javelin damage is low, but let's say we go for a Brave attack here. So here's Brave Sword. So if this enemy were to have full health, I could build 4 bars. The nice thing about this is you refill Lucina, and as long as you're just tanking 3 to 4 things on Lucina, you can 80% bonded shield, which is definitely more than enough, and especially if you're not doing like Iron Man or something. So you can rapidly refill Lucina, you constantly boost your allies' damage, you can tank, like you can avoid tank yourself, you can bonded shield other people, it's like the dual Brave build, essentially. You also have sword power and speed plus, because Alear gets access to sword power early. So you basically can do everything you want to and more. And the speed is pretty good, and you can switch to Folkvanger. You can upgrade a Folkvanger. You can put like Marth or Leaf on it, and then Sigurd on the Brave Sword. This is a very solid build. It's free damage all around. It's a pretty like bruisery thing. This is no DLC, by the way, so if you're wondering if I'm running DLC, I'm not, so that's no Divine Paralogs. I deleted all the stat boosters the DLC gives me, and this is like the result I'm getting. And this is shortly after, this is right after doing chapter 16 as well. So this is the team I have so far. Now this is a Gentility team, so I'm doing Erica's Paralog immediately so I can get Gentility Plus on some units. So we are losing some damage. Otherwise, these 2 units would be plus 6 damage when doubling. But yeah, that's it for my Brave Alear build. I'm going to be testing this out more, but this seems pretty solid. Now you could replace Lucina with Erica if you want, so that you one round consistently, but obviously, as long as you're fast enough, this will usually kill. Like with sword power 4 to 5, you're going to be one rounding things if you're doubling on Brave. And then Folkvanger, of course, is just solid for killing things. Lucina does give you speed, so this is definitely a more offense-oriented use of Lucina instead of a more defense-oriented one. You can still Bondage Shield, it's not as reliable, but this Alear is definitely more aggressive than your average Lucina unit, because of the Brave Assist, constant chip damage, the one rounding potential, and of course the bigger range on All for One, so you can more consistently make use of that. So that's it for this one. Definitely like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, find this useful, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.